My ex left me for my brother 1 year ago and we haven't spoken since. My mother just called me to demand his forgiveness. I met my ex in college 4 years ago. We had the same major and had some mutual friends, and ended up meeting at a party. We hit it off fairly quickly, and slept together that same night. Maybe we rushed it a little bit, but within 3 weeks we were dating. Unlike most relationships that start so soon, ours lasted and was filled with love. Sure, there was the occasional her getting drunk and laying hands on me or her tracking the mileage of my car to make sure I wasn't cheating, but overall we had a happy and healthy relationship. We were dating for 3 years at this point and were in our final year of college. I had long introduced her to my family and she got on well with everyone, especially my brother, perhaps a little too well. Whenever she was around, his eyes lingered a little too long, his hugs lasted a little too long, and the way he talked to her would make him a prime candidate for how to catch a predator. I tried bringing this up to him, as well as my parents, but my attempts were futile. My brother is a miracle baby, and thus is our parents' golden child. He can do no wrong in their eyes, and in our childhood whenever we had disagreements, which was often, they always favored him. He also rubbed this into my face quite a lot. Naturally, we didn't see eye to eye and I told him as bluntly as I could to back off my girlfriend. He acted like he didn't know what I was talking about, but I knew he did. This is the same brother who exposed me as bi to our parents, the same brother who bullied me all throughout my childhood and spread rumors about me at school. Rumors that I was adopted and autistic. Well, my suspicions were confirmed. Literally less than 4 weeks later at a family get-together to which my girlfriend was invited to, I caught her with my brother. I caught them in our parents' room. The way I caught them was hearing creaks upstairs and noticing the fact my brother and girlfriend were gone for a while. All I did was follow the sound. What's worse, I caught them doing it on the carpet. The same carpet our cat poops on sometimes. When I did catch them I was drunk, and so were they. The heightened emotions made me lunge at my brother and we got into a fist fight. I don't think I can describe how weird it is to fist fight your unclothed sweaty brother. My parents heard the commotion and ran upstairs, and so did my cousins. The whole family was watching the spectacle unfold. 2 brothers, one unclothed one not, fighting about the fact that one effed the other's girlfriend. My dad separated us and my brother yelled that she effed him because he wasn't weak and scrawny. His words hurt a lot. I was weak and scrawny at the time. I was a computer science nerd, and my brother was a Chad. A six-pack, biceps, a good physique and well-styled hair. He messed me up in this fight too. It was embarrassing quite frankly. What was more embarrassing, and more infuriating than anything, was the fact that my parents stuck up for him. Telling me that violence is never the answer, it was clearly a mistake, and my girlfriend has made her decision. I made the decision to move out right then and there. The next day I packed my things and went to live with my uncle. My uncle lives alone and knows all about my parents' favoritism. He instantly believed what happened and took me in with open arms. My uncle was the man at this point. He stepped in and played the father figure for me when I so desperately needed one. What made this whole situation worse was seeing my ex-girlfriend post on social media a photo of her and my brother. My ex had made the decision. I texted her letting her know we were over. She didn't respond, she screenshotted the message and blocked me herself. The next few months were hard, I must admit. My parents contacted me a total of 2 times within the next 2 months and both times they demanded an apology to my brother. Both times I cried in my uncle's arms after. My uncle ended up being the man responsible for my bounce back. You see, my uncle was a tough cookie. Served in the army, grew up an orphan, half Russian, ran a dope ring after the army. He would not stand aside and let me just weasel out. He drove over to my parents to have a talk with them. My uncle said he let out a verbal assault mean enough to make my dad cry. My uncle also started dragging me to exercise with him. Gym and runs. Man, could this dude run longer than the battery life of a Nokia. He even put me onto Kingmaker, a testosterone booster he gets off Amazon. He told me this stuff aids him in being such a badass even when close to 60. Due to his help I got back on my feet. I increased my testosterone and worked out with him. My uncle was my hero. I was finally back on my feet. Then yesterday I got a call from my mother. The first call I have received from her in almost a year. She asked to meet up but I declined, telling her whatever she has to say to tell me over the phone. Then she proceeded to lay out a sob story I'm not sure I entirely believe. Apparently, my brother has delved into addiction. About a month ago, he cheated on his girlfriend, my ex, and he realized his mistake. Upon realizing what he did by cheating, he proceeded to rent out a hotel room and take 7 grams of mushrooms. He tripped out and called my parents. He told them he realized he has been such an a-hole the whole time to me, he regrets ever being the golden child and wants to reconcile. He still follows my social media and he told them he has seen my posts of me working out, running, even out on a date with a different girl and he is proud of the man I am becoming. I cut my mom off there and told her to give me a few days to think about it and to let me discuss with my uncle about what I'll do. My uncle advised me not to forgive him but told me it's in my hands. What do I do?